You all know by now, because you watch this YouTube channel and you don't live under a rock, that the Lions decided to cut Za'Darius Smith after trading for him at the trade deadline. Brad Holmes said at his season-ending press conference that this was the first time he had to trade for a pass rusher, for an edge rusher, and that Za'Darius Smith was the best of the available pass rushers. And we saw today and over the past 72 hours that Myles Garrett and Max Crosby were probably never going to leave their respective teams. And now Trey Hendrickson is the only one that is available. That is a fact. TJ Watt will probably sign a contract extension. So he's off the table, even if there's not a lot of talk about him going on right now. But it's very unlikely that you can see from the banner. And, you know, I have typos because I want y'all to know I'm not AI, because the AI is getting real good. That's actually a bonus reason, is really because I'm doing too much. All right. And Za'Darius Smith is unlikely to return. He posted on Instagram just 2 words, or I should say 3 words. This is coming from his Instagram account. Simply said, "Thank you, Detroit." Shout out to Taylor Lautner for responding, "Well, this is devastating." Taylor, you would not be telling a lie with that. But why is Za'Darius Smith unlikely to return? Because according to Eric Slit on Twitter, got to be careful how you say that, at least I do, says Smith's voided years and $2 million roster bonus was due on Friday, which would be the 14th of March. And his contract made this a very hard deal to work with unless there was a restructure, which apparently isn't happening, piggybacking off of his release. And I gotta say that if Za'Darius Smith was released because he did not want to restructure his contract, I applaud him. And I am a advocate of that move. I back him 100%. I back him 100% because he was in a bind. Za'Darius Smith helped him. I'm sorry, Brad Holmes was in a bind. So you thought you was going to trade for me. You thought I was going to help you out for half a season, and you thought you was going to get me back on the deal. This is coming a day after you decide to bring back Marcus Davenport. So you thought you was going to get me on a hometown discount? That's what you thought? You thought I was going to take care. You traded for me knowing good and well what the salary is going to be, and you decided to pull the trigger anyway because you were desperate. So you were desperate. So you are undermining my services. You don't value me like you did at the trade deadline because you was desperate. And why were we desperate? You can call it attrition. I call it not properly addressing the defensive line. See, ladies and gentlemen, when you've been talking about something for 3 years and ain't nan been done about it, then you get fed up. And I am all Za'Darius Smith in this situation. He deserved every ounce of his roster bonus. He deserved every dollar of his contract. He was the second highest sack leader on our team. Paint this picture for you. You're Za'Darius Smith. You come to a team that their leading sacker, pass rusher, was hurt October 13th. He had 7.5 sacks. You get there a month, 5 weeks after that happens, and you put up the second best numbers on the team. And you want they want you to take a pay cut? No, dog. No. If Za'Darius Smith is no longer a Detroit Lion because he refused a pay cut, I'm happy. You stood on business. And not a lot of people can say that nowadays. I'm talking to you, Myles Garrett. Za'Darius Smith stood on business. He was great for the city, but more importantly, he was great for the team. And we didn't value him enough to pay him a roster bonus. But yet we bring back Marcus Davenport on an incentive-laced deal. How about we actually value the people that are on our team? Don't forget, Za'Darius Smith got to Caleb Williams a couple weeks, I think it was the Thanksgiving game, and sealed that game. I'm proud of you, Za'Darius. You keep doing. You put this on Brad Holmes. You put this on him. It is his responsibility to get this team right and pay the right amount of money. It ain't yours. So Za'Darius Smith, unlikely to return to the Detroit Lions, especially if this tweet is correct, that there could have been a restructure that would have made him stay. Is this the end of the road? It might not be, but it very well much could be. Let me know what you think. Do you think that Za'Darius Smith should have taken a pay cut? Nope. It's called accountability. And I told y'all I was going to hold Brad Holmes accountable. It's time. It's time. My job is to see, I'm about to become a season ticket holder, hopefully, this year or next year. I'm going to be paying thousands of dollars to see this team every year, on top of traveling to see this team every year. I don't think it's too much to ask to have a team that's capable of winning a Super Bowl. And one of the ways that you're going to get there, Brad, is to fortify the D-line with good, actual talent. But instead, we bring back Marcus Davenport, who, mind you, has played 6.5 games in 2 seasons, has had 2 season-ending injuries in 2 seasons. Let me ask y'all this, and I'm being serious. Is it because the fact that I am a basement general manager? Is it because I'm not the president of football operations for the Detroit Lions? Why do you get mad at me? And don't worry, my feelings ain't hurt. I'm going to be here regardless. I'm going to be here after Brad Holmes is no longer here, if that ever happens. So I ain't going nowhere. But it's a serious question. See, you might think I'm never satisfied, but that's not the case. 15-2 meant absolutely nothing. Think about this. The only difference between the Lions 2024 15-2 season and the Lions 2022 9-8 season is that we qualified for the playoffs. Think about that. We had the best tied for the best record in the NFL. We had the number 1 seed for the first time in franchise history. We had home field advantage for the first time in franchise history, and it did not matter. We did not win a game. So essentially, it didn't mean anything. We went further with a 12-5 record. It doesn't matter if we're 9-8, 8-9. As long as we get in the playoffs, that's all that matters. Home field advantage is supposed to mean something, and it didn't. But attrition, right? So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think Za'Darius Smith should have taken a pay cut? Do you think the Detroit Lions should have paid him what he was due for 2025? If Za'Darius does not come back to the Detroit Lions, I thank you. You were a great injection of hope for the city when we needed it most. Our superstar pass rusher goes down. We're taking hit after hit after hit. You came in and you embraced the city, and the city embraced you. And I appreciate you 100%. And whatever you do, bro, you know what? Go to the Bears. Why not? Make it the NFC North. And plus, you got to get revenge on us now, right? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Appreciate Za'Darius for sending on business.